I'm CT. When I'm not busy being Arroe, the podcaster, I live in the real world. I mean, everybody has to have a job, right? Mine just happens to be CS, customer service. You know, solutions, relationships, while keeping your team pumped up and motivated to keep a constant connection with every person who has chosen to stop into your location. Episode number 112, writing checks, fake laughs, and employee versus employee. This is C.T.C.S.
Transition walk, day number 1 out of 4, the weekend before Thanksgiving. Oh, you know what's going to be happening. 40-pound turkeys. Where are the cranberries at? Hey, where's the cornbread at? Find it for me right now. Can't you just, come on. We all deal with it because on the other side of Thanksgiving, if you're in retail, I don't care if you're at Home Depot or if you're at the mall, oh boy, we got Black Friday coming. Yeah, Small Business Saturday. We're headed into it, man. This is what I call the triple crown of all holidays. It starts with Thanksgiving, and it won't end until Super Bowl Sunday. I knew it would be busy. I mean, people are just coming in like you would not believe. I mean, we are stacked 6 deep already, and it's a Thursday before Thanksgiving. We started off on the positive, okay? So, big, beautiful Thanksgiving dinner waiting for each and every employee. Once they enter the store, you could have your feast and then celebrate. And it's not even Thanksgiving, but yeah, big, long lines. And we're going to be crowded. Yeah. Hold on tight, people. Over the river we go to grandmother's house, maybe? I don't know, man. We might have to put it on hold. Always a day of surprises. We've got turkeys that are 29 cents a pound if you buy $40 worth of groceries, but when they go to the counter or they go to the register, it's not ringing up because there's no barcode on it. So we've got to go through all of these turkeys inside this frozen section, and we've got to get barcodes on there because people are going, come on, I got to get going. Let's do it now. The first pet peeve of the week, things that kind of get underneath your skin. I'm on register number 6 with a newbie on the register, and she's taking her very first check, and the older woman, as loud as can be, says, "That's what I hate about this new generation. They aren't taught how to write checks and receive checks in school." Well, okay, I get it. But it's not the way of the world anymore. I mean, people are using their smartphones. People are using other ways of doing payment when it comes to the register and checks. It's kind of old-fashioned. It's a pet peeve to keep hearing that from the older people. I don't know why I've never noticed this before, but quilted northern bath tissue, ultra soft and strong, now comes in a paper sack. It's not like a plastic bag like it was. I dig that they're really working hard on protecting the environment. But if you run short on the quilted northern, ultra soft and strong, would you ever use the paper that's surrounding the toilet paper? Emergency. Would you ever do it? I mean, it's paper, right? Would you ever do it? We're going to wrap things up on this first night with an official taste test. I came across this. I was very shocked and surprised. It's called Unmeat Fish Free. 100% plant-based tuna fish. And it's in salt water. So I'm very anxious to find out what this tastes like. I mean, I'm either going to gag or I'm going to find myself a new luxury when it comes to, having some great food. My God. What the hell is this stuff again? It is so amazingly light. It's called Unmeat Fish Free. And it's tuna fish, but it's not really tuna fish. It's all plant-based. I am amazed by this. Transition walk, day number 2 out of 4. Still less than a week away from Thanksgiving, but you would never know that when you go to the grocery store. Oh man, it's crowded. It's overtaken by people. It kind of reminds me of Black Friday. You know how crowded that used to be? Which reminds me of an interview that I had today with Andrew Jinks. He's got a brand new documentary that opens up in theaters on Black Friday of this year. And it's about the $1 billion baby. Are you ready for this? Cabbage Patch Kids, and how it was responsible for all the craziness when it comes to Black Friday. Cabbage Patch Kids. What an amazing conversation I had with this guy. And the documentary itself, it will inspire you, and then you'll also ask questions about what are we doing to ourselves? And sometimes I wonder, that very question when I'm in customer service. I look at those long lines. I see that unbelievable amount of food you're about ready to buy. And then I wonder, how much of it will you throw away in the next few days?
So you didn't come to work yesterday because you had a flat tire?
Yeah, dude. I was off the day before and didn't even touch my car. Got up yesterday morning and damn thing was flat.
Wow. The excuses that people are using lately for not coming into work. Because I thought that was a very original one. I've never thought about, hey, I got a flat tire.
No, I mean, I feel like that's been used before. I've heard it. But, I mean, what looked bad was I was off the day before.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, they're not going to fucking believe me. But, I mean, she was cool about it. I just, it's one of those things where I'm like, God, I'm going to have to spend $200 on a new tire.
Well, I talked about that on my show today.
Yeah?
I did. I said that when you sent me the picture, I had instant compassion because people don't have an instant $200.
No.
Or even $75 to have it even managed.
No, well, luckily, the place I went to, Discount Tire,
Yeah.
dude, they patched it up for free.
Are you kidding?
Nope.
Oh, that's pretty
Put
cool.
a plug right in there. I mean, I bought my tires from there. That was cool.
Right.
But, I mean, that's why I'll keep going back.
So one of the big excuses that people use, my cat is in the dashboard of my car, and I don't want to hurt my cat if I start my car.
So on a quick note, I've killed probably 2 or 3 cats in my life. My grandma had a farm, and they would climb up under there.
Wow.
And most of them would learn not to get under there, but there was a couple times where they didn't, and that is the worst sound that I've probably ever heard in my life is a cat on an engine when you start it.
Oh.
And it makes you feel terrible.
Yeah, it does.
So your whole day's ruined. You killed an animal, and then you got to clean it up. I don't even want to tell you what that looks like. That's horrible.
People are in the mood to wheel and deal. Dog food, gigantic 10-pound bag. They're trying to convince us that it's buy one, get one free. And you come back here, I'm not seeing a sign like that at all. But they say, well, come on. I mean, I saw the sign, and they brought us the sign is what they did. It says buy one, get one free. Did they really get it at this store? And was it really there? Because I'm looking at this food right now, $44.99, and they're saying buy one, get one free? I don't think so.
All right, so I just heard you deal with that customer, and something I've known you 5 or 6 years now. And when I was your student, I could tell when a bad student had a bad idea, but you didn't want to be mean, so you would laugh it off. And so in my mind, you have this kind of fake laugh.
Yes.
And dude, I can fucking hear it every time. Like that customer just out. But I'm sure to them it's sincere.
Yeah.
I thought you was trying to give us that, and everybody was ignoring you. How you doing? But yeah, I mean, I instantly know when you're doing it, but when you do it to them, it seems sincere, but I can pick up on your bullshit.
Yeah.
When you don't know what to say, or it's the end of the conversation and you're just like, ha, ha, ha. But I'm like, oh.
It's like getting the last word in.
Yeah. And you're so good at it.
Program directors would come after me, and they would say, the reason why you're laughing is because you're nervous. So therefore, that's your reaction to being nervous. You don't know how to get out of a conversation, so you laugh your way out.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, that might be it, because some of the customers will say the most off-the-wall shit to you, and you'll laugh it off, and I'm like, oh, that's what he's doing. I wish I could see. There it is right there. See? Yes, it is.
That's a real laugh.
Well, you're really good at doing the bullshit laugh, because those sound great. But I gotta learn that. Like, that's a part of my craft I gotta pick up. Because I'm just like, great, have a great day, and then we just stare at each other awkwardly until
Yeah.
That's great.
One of the things that the store should have a lot of this time of year is pumpkin pie spice, or just pumpkin spice. No, there's not that much here at all. I mean, in, out. As quick as it gets in here, it's out. And it's like, that's one of those things that you would just have to overbuy and just take the losses, man. I'm taking note of how many older people just want to stop and have a conversation. Now, I realize that for the past 3 years with me being at this store, I mean, we've gone through the COVID, and I think last year we kind of got some freedom, but this is really our first real 100%, we're free. We're free. We don't have to mask up. We don't have to do anything. And you see that the older people really are talking to the younger generations, and they're sharing stories. It's not about, hey, this is what I did in life. I mean, they're just physically sharing stories. They're laughing, telling jokes, singing songs, in fact, whistling. A lot of older people are whistling. It's the season. Transition Walk, day number 3 out of 4. It's officially here. The Saturday before Thanksgiving. Many people are taking off the entire week for Thanksgiving because they're traveling to family or to friends in other parts of the nation. So whatever they're building, It starts at a grocery store because these carts, they're full of $300 and $400 worth of groceries, and onto the road we go. In fact, that was the big thing last night, that people were coming into the store and they were saying, yeah, we're headed up to the mountains. I said, it's 9 o'clock. Yeah, we're headed up to the mountains. 9 p.m., you're headed up to the mountains? Yeah, gonna spend a week up there in the mountains. Welcome to Thanksgiving 2023. It's gonna be a wild-ass ride. Whoa, hold on. We've got tensions in our own team. I know that we have a lot of people in here this pre-holiday weekend, and we have 2 people on the register that are basically just duking it out. I have no idea what started it. I really don't. I'm trying to figure out, who said what to what, because one of them came up to me and was just really bad-mouthing. I thought she was talking about me, but we got to get this under control here. They've already separated them and put them in different offices. Here's what I know so far. This has been building up pretty much over the past hour and a half, 2 hours. Both people involved are pretty much what I call under-the-breath speakers. And what I mean by that is that they say a lot of stuff underneath their breath, hoping that somebody else may hear it, may not hear it. Well, when the one you're attacking hears it, they're going to come out swinging. But it's been building up for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, because both of them are under-your-breath speakers. It's become one of those days. It's almost like a Jerry Springer episode, or maybe even a Sally Jesse Raphael. I mean, that's probably old people to a lot of listeners are probably going, who? Okay, well, the thing is that there's a lot of tears, there's a lot of emotion, and it's affecting the entire team on the register. Well, the one thing I didn't want to do today was to make this emotional roller coaster like the big talk of the day. But man, so here's how we came up with a solution. And people have gone home. Break up the emotional train. Break it up. And people have gone home, and we'll figure it out. Here in the South, women like to wear their larger-than-life sunbonnets, and it's a nice day in the Carolinas today. Woman comes in, oh, beautiful sunbonnet. Just a very, very big fashion show, and she's buying wine. And I said, I've got to see your ID. I mean, big sunglasses on, couldn't see her eyes, couldn't see her face because of the sunbonnet. She says, I'm 70 years old, and I said, here's the thing. I got to have your driver's license. I have to have some sort of ID. I'm 70 years old, couldn't see her face. Everything was hidden away by this gigantic sunbonnet. So I finally said, I'm going to take the wine because I need to see your ID because you're hiding every inch of your face. And I need to know that if you are 70 years old, that you are 70 years old, and I'll apologize. So she finally took off her glasses, and then she looked at me and she says, I'm 70 years old. But when I got her ID, no, she was 40. With so many team players going home because of this emotional roller coaster, it's down to 3 people at 8 o'clock at night. And this is the Saturday before Thanksgiving, and we are balls to the wall. I mean, people are buying. They're buying because they're not going to be home Monday. They're going to be out flying around trying to get to their grandmother's house. And so there's 3 of us here, and 1 person on self-checkout. So really, there's only 2 people. Now put somebody up in customer service. Oh, there's only 1 person on the registers. Hey, here's somewhat of a positive on this day. I'm doing some handyman work. Yeah, baby. When it comes to doors, I know doors. And the men's bathroom isn't locking properly, so I come back here to look at it. And the screws are loose. Why the hell did it take a guy in CS to come back here to notice that the screws were loose? This has been like this now for a couple of days. And now the question is, why the hell did it take me a couple of days to get back here? Ooh, somebody's in a mood. Here we go. Transition walk, day number 4 out of 4. I got to tell you what I put up on Facebook yesterday. I meant it to be humorous, to be real with other people who are going through this, but really don't read too much into it. I wrote, here we go, the triple crown of the holiday season, the weekend before Thanksgiving. A lot of huge carts and impatient customers. Play the game smart. Do not enter the store after 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. You're going to wait. You will be horrified of the massive amount of shoppers in every row, and you will take it out on the people at the register. It's my fault that the spice racks are empty. And no, it wasn't me that forced your dog to poop on your bathroom floor. But I get it. It really is my fault. I spent an entire year trying to figure out ways to totally screw up your parties. Thank you so much for sending your Google Calendar. I need that stuff so that 80 people trying to get out of the store at the same time is going to mess up your life. But do me a favor. Find your calm. If you can't, please go to self-checkout and steal everything you can. It's your holiday. It's also your guilt trip. It's been a long time since I've done this. $400 worth of groceries in a cart the Sunday before Thanksgiving, and they decided they didn't want it. So they're not going to put it away. So it becomes my job for the next 35, 40 minutes to make sure that all these groceries are put back. Here's one of the things that I don't understand. How is it that we can have all of this fresh bread in one store and somebody, a guest, comes up and says, look, I just found this. It's got mold on it. I call it penicillin bread. Mold becomes penicillin. And it's like, how does this even happen if it's supposed to be fresh bread? I mean, ooh, it is green.
I think that's going to be one of the biggest pain in the ass parts of your job is that the excuses that people come up with so they can go home early on the Sunday before Thanksgiving.
That person knew that we're a little stacked, but we still need every hand we can get.
Yeah, and because the football game just got over.
Well, that, and then like you said, we're a couple of days away from Thanksgiving. It's going to be the busiest. This is the last one, and that person decides that they don't feel well.
Allergies are bothering me.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I don't want to be an asshole, but I mean, someone's bullshitting, and then
but you and I both have probably fathers that would say, "Pull up your big boy pants and do your job."
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, I wouldn't have worked 90% of my shift, only having 3 hours left, and going, I got to go home. So it is what it is. I mean, they're not a dependable person when I know we need them. So
yeah,
fuck them. I mean, sorry, but I mean that's how I feel right now. Like the rest of us are here.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It is what it is.
You know how you busted me earlier this week about having the fake laugh?
Yes.
So I just caught myself. I was talking with the new manager, and he said something, and I burst out laughing. I went, "Oh my God, that's what Bill's saying."
Well, I mean, when it's your boss, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
We all fake laugh to our bosses.
Because everything they say, they think is funny.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And even if it's not, you still got to laugh, right? Because you need that raise every year, right? See? I mean, was
that a fake one?
No. That's. I could tell that was real. But
it came from my butt, man.
Yeah. No, but I don't know how to explain it. But everyone's guilty of doing it. I do it. I mean, I think society does it. When you there's that uncomfortable silence,
right?
And right. I think you subconsciously feel it.
Well, it's the same thing when people say, "How are you doing today?" And and what I do is I'll come back with a quick "fantastic" or "great," and I really don't mean it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's better than the people that go, because I've asked customers online, "How are you today?" Horrible. And it's like, oh shit, where do I take that? Because you don't ever get that.
It's a perfect storm is what it is. It's football Sunday. Our team had a home game today, 6 o'clock in the evening, and here we are with a big crowd and only 3 people on the register. So we got the storm going on. We got to keep our stuff together here. And please don't give me another day like we had yesterday where people start attacking each other on this team. All right, it's time to play Pet Peeve. Pet peeve of the week.
Okay.
People with long hair, and I've got long hair.
Yep.
That can't keep their hands out of their hair when they're on the register. What about you? Does that gross you out? You don't like moist?
Oh God. So I think the hair, is he constantly brushing his hair?
Every time he reaches down to grab stuff, he touches his hair.
So the restaurant manager in me says, nip that shit in the bud immediately. The retail part of me says everything he's touching is packaged. He's not touching his nose.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that could go either way. Fuck, I don't like that you put me on the spot like that.
One of the fringe benefits of working at a grocery store, you get to sample food, baby. We're going to do a food sample here. I grew up on Spam. Yeah, we were a poor family from Montana. We had Spam and au gratin potatoes, man. Good stuff, Mom. And then she smother it with cheese. But I got my hands on Spam, maple-flavored Spam. We got to try this out. No, it pretty much tastes like Spam. I'm not tasting any maple in this. Spam is Spam, then. Spam is Spam.
All right, there you have it. Another edition of C.T.C.S. I invite you to create your own podcast. Let us behind your curtain. Let us see the wizard. Let us see the drama. Podcasting, it's a great way to communicate with every business.